is going to be splitting yourself in two. How to split yourself in two, right? So, oops, there we go. How do you split yourself in two? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to talk to you really quick about something that I started doing recently using QuickTime, and that is making myself where I can be in two places at once. And so if you're teaching a subject and kids need some extra help on problems, with me I teach virtually to 7 schools, and I have to teach 2 math classes at the same time, geometry and algebra 2. And I ran into a lot of problems with kids not being able to understand it after they weren't in contact with me. So if I taught like algebra 2 then for the first half and then started doing geometry, and algebra 2 students were supposed to be doing some independent practice stuff and problems, that I wasn't available, and there wasn't always a teacher there that could help them, especially if they were on an island a 45-minute flight away and I'm teaching them. And so I would direct them to Khan Academy every once in a while, but they had a hard time with that because it didn't directly tie into our book and the problems that we were doing. And so I was trying to meet with the kids, and tutor them on the side and call them and Skype them, and I just couldn't get to it. It wasn't effective. And so I came up with kind of spinning off of Khan Academy. I decided to create these independent, like these little tutorials directly geared to our problems in our book. So I'll get our book and I'll go through problems, and I'll do 2 or 3 problems, like problems that are directly from their homework, so that if they don't understand them, they can access that. And more has spun off of that, and I'll talk to you more about that in class. But I'm going to talk to you about what we do here. So splitting yourself in two, the virtual me. And I'm doing a couple different things just so you can see how it can be incorporated, right? The virtual me. I use a computer and QuickTime. I use Moodle and YouTube, but you can use Blackboard as well. But I also use a bamboo pad. So me plus me, all right, there's 2 of me. Haha, there I am, and I'm excited because now I can be in 2 places at one time. So, you need some kind of writing page, whether it's Pages or I like to use Notebook, and I'll use my smartboard if I'm doing it at school. But like right now, I'm making this. I don't even have the internet. I'm doing this at my house with a bamboo pad and just using my notebook. And so, in order, if you want to do this, if you want to be able to be in 2 places at once, maybe you're going to be gone for a sporting event. You want a lesson for the students, and you need to explain it, and the sub can't do it. So you can make one of these, and the substitute can put it up for you. Like what I do is I create, it's basically assistance for them on homeworks. If they take a test, instead of killing time going through all the problems and redoing it all, I'll have the test kind of where they can work the problems go through this. If they need number 3, then they can go look at number 3. And if they need further instruction, they can seek my help from it if it doesn't explain it. But what you'll need is, honestly, you just need QuickTime. And it's usually just a free download. So you're going to get QuickTime. This is the key. And once I have QuickTime, all I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up and I'm going to hit File. And I like to use the Notebook also because I can use more colors and stuff when I'm doing math to separate like terms and things. So you're going to go to File, and then you're going to hit Screen Recording, Share Screen Recording. Okay, and you'll get a box that looks like this right here. And then after you do that, now all you're going to do is, I'm sorry, let me put that back up. On screen recording, there's a little box right here. It took me a little bit to find this little thing, but it says built-in mic. You'll want to make sure this is clicked, and then you can adjust your quality and so forth. But you just make sure that little mic is clicked, and then you'll click the red record right here, and there you go. And then I just move the box out of the way, and then anything that pops up on my screen will end up being visible. So I do my lecture, and then when I'm finished, okay, or my homework or assistance or whatever it is I want to do with it, okay, whatever information I want to share. So then as soon as I'm done with that, I'm just going to hit Command Control, Command, Control, and Escape. And I hold all those down at the same time. And once I do that, then it's going to finish it on its own. Now, this is very, very important. Okay, after this, you're going to go back to File, because if you don't do this, you won't save it. You're going to go to File. You are going to you want to select Duplicate. And then after I select Duplicate, I can hit the little, now I can hit the X, right? Now I can click the X. And then when I do that, it's going to ask me if I want to save it at that point, once I click the X. So don't worry about closing out of it as long as you duplicated it. And then it's going to ask you if you want to save. So at that point, then you just name it. And save it wherever you're going to save it. I usually save it to movies, but you can save it wherever you want. And then you just hit name it and then save. And that's it. Now you have this recording like what I did. And then from here, I will upload it to YouTube. And it's very easy to create a YouTube account. You just go to YouTube, create account. You'll have to have a Gmail. It'll create one for you though. And you go to YouTube, and right next to the search box, it says upload. And you just upload. And you upload, you name your files and so forth. And then once they're uploaded and I name them, then, and I use Moodle, it's like Blackboard, it's basically the same thing, but then I'll go to our school Moodle, turn on editing, and I just put the videos on Moodle, and everybody has a Moodle account. We use it quite a bit. We use it every day. And then they can click on this, right here, if they click here, right here, that video will pop up. It takes them straight to YouTube, and it has the video, and it helps them through. So I'm going to hit Command, Control, Escape, and I'm going to close this video out, and I'll give you guys a little bit more information on what I use and how I use it, and if anyway, and hopefully this has been beneficial.